Hey there! In the video today I'm going to talk a little bit about Billie Eilish, a little bit about Gordon Ramsay, a little bit about Earthling Ed and what the heck is going there, and a lot about that vegan teacher, and maybe I'll let you know a little bit about me too. So today I saw some news that Billie Eilish has got a restraining order against somebody because they're stalking her, and apparently they made a gesture like they are going to cut her throat, which it's absolutely amazing that she's been able to get that help. I'd like to know a couple of things. Is that because, was that person stalking Billie and threatening her because she's a famous singer and she's in the public eye? Obviously it's because the person's a complete psychopath, but trying to pick around more than that. Or is it because she's vegan or proclaims to be vegan? That's what I'd like to know. So I'm asking myself this, and you're welcome to explore this notion a little bit with me if you'd like to, because I recently watched a video, oh my goodness, the video that that vegan teacher did asking, is Earthling Ed a coward? And that still comes out. There is he. He's an amazing, great activist, obviously, but you need to watch that video and let me know your thoughts on it. So during that video, I'll go back to that in a minute. During that video, that vegan teacher tells us that she has death threats so bad that the doorbell rang the other day and she was actually terrified to answer her own front door. She sleeps with a baseball bat by her bed. And me and her were having a conversation the other day about the effectiveness of a baseball bat. And I used to live in a house in Manchester, and I used to sleep with a hammer under my pillow because the claw end of a hammer hopefully would do some good, you know. Me, I'd swing a baseball bat and then take it off me and hit me back with it, hey? There's a lot of people that want to do that, believe it or not. I'm just a teacher trying to help save the world here, and the animals, and our children's health. But anyway, I digress because this is what I do a lot. So that vegan teacher has 1.7 million followers. Yes, Billie Eilish is a huge famous pop star. That vegan teacher is doing everything all by herself. She can't afford security guards. She can't go and get in injunctions against people. It doesn't work like that. What do we do? I mean, this woman's safety is at risk. And what will happen is something's going to happen to her, and then everybody will go, oh yeah, maybe we should have helped her. Because this is what happens throughout history. Something happens and then, oh yeah, we should have done something about that sooner. Well, I'm asking you now to do something sooner. And Earthling Ed, if you're watching this, I have a great amount of respect for you. Like, my respect for you cannot be shattered. It really cannot. I am asking you, the video that you put up and then you took down saying that you don't agree with that vegan teacher, it's concerned me and it's concerned her. It's upset her. She's promoted all your stuff, which why shouldn't she? You're doing amazing things. You've done amazing things. We respect you more than you would believe. Yet that one sentence on a video that you put out there using her face as clickbait and looking very disapprovingly, as though Gordon Ramsay and that vegan teacher are somehow on the same moral or ethical level, quite honestly, I'm disgusted. And I don't really want to do this because I am so against infighting. So this isn't infighting. This is not me putting you down. This is me saying, I know I'm never going to get in touch with you because I've tried to get in touch with you in different ways in the past, hoping somehow you can help me help the kids, or we can help each other or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just a little woman. What would I know? That's what it feels like. I mean, your speech, Ed, at the Animal Rights Conference, when you told everybody, I was already active, but it pushed me. When you told everybody being vegan is not enough. Are you the person that just walks by when a dog is being beaten, or do you go and take that stick out of that person's hand and stop it happening? Well, I am the person that stops it happening, and that is why I am here. I have risked now. I cannot teach in schools anymore because I am so known on the internet, and it's just not going to work. A school is not going to employ me. I've had to take up private contracts somewhere else and figure out a whole new career path because this is what needs to be done. And as a professional person, as a teacher, I am a person to do that, I would like to think. And that is exactly what that vegan teacher has done. Me and her have been talking for around 3 years now. She is the most amazing, humble person you've ever met in your life. This thing that she does on TikTok, she's doing it because she wants that vegan word slammed in front of people who are not expecting it. She doesn't want to be an echo chamber, as we both were when we were tinkering around on Facebook and, you know, playing around with YouTube videos and trying to be subtle but putting it out there, and being kind but putting it out there. It's not enough. We're at a time now where we need to stand up and we need to get active. So we totally agree on that, and she agrees on that too. What we'd like you to do is to understand, or maybe watch some of her videos that are actually her videos, and see the amount of good that she has done. Even if it's just getting that vegan word spoken about. She knows she's not going to convert the whole world. Convert's not the right word. She knows that. But if she can just get one person to make a difference, like if she can get Gordon Ramsay, that's why she's gone for Gordon Ramsay. If she can get him to change his behaviour and understand that the things he is cooking, it's not food, it's lives, it's animals, then that one thing itself would have such a knock-on effect. The ripples from it would be absolutely astounding. If he just took a bigger slice of humble pie, which, let's face it, he needs to do it, and he'd make a ton of money out of it if he did. He's just got to take it on the cheek when the contracts he's already tied up in start trying to sue him and stuff, which, I don't know, maybe that's what happened with that video, because you obviously said that you wouldn't like to stand in front of farmers in case they put their fist up somewhere where the sun doesn't shine, and maybe Gordon Ramsay went for you. I'm sure he's got a big legal team. Maybe he tried to sue you. Well, he can try and sue me. I've got nothing, Gordon. Sue away. All you can take is the shirt off my back. I literally have nothing. I've got a ukulele that vegan teacher sent me, hoping I would learn it. And I have put some god-awful videos on TikTok of me singing with that thing. I sound like a cross between George Formby and Russell Brand after a night out. But I'm trying, because it's about getting the word out there. We're talking about getting the word out there. Activists, let's support each other. If there's something one of us is doing that you don't like, reach out in a private message. Let's converse. I've done that before with other people. It's been amazing. People have done that with me. I have learned. I have grown. Sometimes I haven't agreed. Sometimes I've generally just been told off for being a white lady and told I'm not allowed to say anything at all because of the colour of my skin, which, by the way, is very racist. But I'm not allowed to say it's racist because it's a person of colour saying it to me. What do you do about that? I don't know. I'm just learning as I go along. They didn't make us a guidebook about this stuff. So what I'm going to do for you right now is say the bits that Earthling Ed should have said in his video about how amazing that vegan teacher is. You might not like her. You might not like her voice. I love Canadians, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. Let's have a think about it. How amazing is that vegan teacher? Right, okay. First of all, she didn't want to be on all this. She's doing it because she's got a message out there. She's made numerous profiles on TikTok, including that vegan nurse who is a bit cringe, and she admits that herself. But she puts herself into these different characters so she can get different messages across to different people, so she can hit a bigger audience. And yes, so she can be hated just a little bit, just enough for the message to spread and for it to be newsworthy. But she's not hurting anybody. There's no violence there. And she's definitely not saying anything that is bad against anybody. She said things like, we should love everybody. Everybody should be nice to each other. But oh no, that's being homophobic and sexist because, oh, you know, you can't, you know, being kind to all kinds. Well, that's saying a dog is the same as a human. That's not saying that. That's just saying let's all just be nice to each other and to all the animals. It's not a big deal. If you actually watched her own content and actually pulled yourself back and removed your own ego, as I have had to, because she has even pushed me and my beliefs and challenged me on numerous occasions, you will see that her message is completely altruist. It's from a purist point of view. So yeah, she's done all that. She's got all these crazy characters. She's put herself out in different ways. She's released albums. She didn't want to do that. She's just learned, she taught herself how to play the ukulele. She's so talented. She's got all these songs. And somebody who wasn't vegan ripped off all her songs, put them on Spotify, and they were profiting from it. Meanwhile, this woman, that vegan teacher, who is called Kadie, and she is a teacher, and she was an actual nurse, which has been speculated that she wasn't, but yes, she was. Meanwhile, she's sat there doing all this work just to create awareness, and other people are making money from it so they can go and buy more flipping burgers. So she had to go over to Spotify. She had to create a whole new account, at all, so she could put her album on it and say, hey, this is actually me. And people are still buying from the one that they think it's her and it's not her. And obviously any money that she makes, it goes right back into the work she does. She works, she sleeps 3 hours a night. This woman she is a powerhouse. And we should be praising her, not saying, oh yeah, but don't do it like that, mate. Oh yeah, okay, let's just all sit on the sofa instead and moan about how the whole world's wrong. Everybody's doing everything wrong. Nothing's going to happen then, is it, if we're all just sat there moaning like people on Gogglebox? Oh, look at her, she's not good, is she? Oh, look at me, I'm better, sat here eating my kebab. It's nonsense. Anybody can do anything, and whatever they are doing, I will praise them. I might not agree with everything they do, but I do agree with everything that vegan teacher says, so please do not twist my words out of context. Yes, all of that. Yes, whatever you think about that, yes, I agree with it. That too, yes, I agree with it. All of it. Might not be ready for the message yet, but the message is true and the message is clear, and it's a beautiful message. Spotify merchandise. She's never made any merchandise before. She paints all her own t-shirts. It's all from charity shops. She paints them all up. She doesn't sell them. She's had to actually put merch out now because people want to buy her stuff, and they're buying it from carnists who, again, are using the profits to feed their fat faces with animal products. So she's going to go out there and she's had to learn all this stuff just like I have had to. We are both complete technophobes. We've had to learn how to make YouTube videos, TikTok videos, how to make merchandise, how to play the blinking ukulele and sing songs and all sorts of crazy stuff just to get the message out there. She's amazing. And the kids. Now, I know this because this happens to me because we're both teachers. We have kids private messaging us, and they are struggling so bad because of vegan phobia. Some of them, I am seriously concerned about their well-being and their safety. Seriously. Because the vegan phobia is so bad. Some of them are living at home and they have decided they want to go vegan, and their parents are literally force-feeding them dead animals. You might say, if you're not a vegan yet, then you wouldn't understand the concept of that, but it's literally like being force-fed dead babies. It's not much different. Once you have that vegan mentality, you see that an animal is an animal, a human is an animal, a cow is an animal. We are all linked. And we do not want to be a part of that death, pain and suffering. Yet these kids are sitting down for dinner with their family, and their family are telling them they are stupid and they have to eat these dead animals. And we get messages from these kids privately all the time. We've had to shut our comment sections down over on TikTok, where we have worked our butts off, and there were kids trying to reach us there, and now they've got no way of reaching us. And they found us on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, but it's so hard to pick out the messages because there's so many trolls giving us death threats. And we aren't Billie Eilish. We can't afford to go get some swanky lawyer to come along and save us. If anybody finds out where I live, I'm next on the list, aren't I? Pfft, so be it. I'll just have to deal with it and send a teenager out to them. As you can see, it's a very heated topic for me. I'm really upset that the animals are getting killed. I'm really upset that children are being force-fed meat and don't know what to do, and some of them are suicidal. And that's another thing that's going to be too late when it's already happened. A 13-year-old did hang himself a couple of years ago because of vegan phobia. So it's already happening. And this is just the one case that we know about. I can guarantee you it's happened in other cases, and it's been attributed to other concerns and other causes, because the parents would no way want to admit it's their fault because they've been force-feeding their kids dead animals when they didn't want to do it. They'll just say, oh, it was suicide because they were bullied about something else. So we have no idea the statistics on that. We cannot quantify it. I worry about these kids. So we've tried to set up private groups for them, but then it's difficult for us because who's safeguarding us? It looks like, what are we doing with these kids? Well, we're trying to help them find each other so they can support each other. Because it's tricky for us one-to-one supporting them because it looks bad on us. Anything could be said. That vegan teacher has normalised words like vegan phobia. She is educating the world, along with James Aspey, who is also being slated. That vegan teacher has been doing it for longer. Holocaust is a word in the dictionary, it shows that there's a mass killing of some sort. Go look up the definition. Okay? The Holocaust is a different thing. That was an event that involved not just the Jewish people, by the way. There were a lot of people there. Not just the Jewish people, which is often overlooked. There are a lot of other minorities that are overlooked. And talking of minorities, that vegan teacher is always supporting them, not always in a vegan way, asking them and beseeching of them, look, you are oppressed, you must understand how we feel, please help us, let's unite. Just as my ancestors did back in the day. I'm working stock. I am from the cotton mills. This is my ancestry, and my ancestors stood by the black people hand in hand and tried to get rights for them. There ain't no white privilege here. Okay, no, that's a lie. Because there are some things that I know because I'm white and because I'm a lady I get away with. But there's also other things that because I'm white and because I'm a lady, there's not a sniff it would happen. For example, this whole vegan activist thing. I had to step up as a lady, even though I knew it would cost me my job, which it did in a school that I absolutely loved. I had to step up because there weren't as many females out there doing it. And we need good role models. We need positive female role models. We need teachers. We need doctors. We need electricians. We need plumbers. We need bin people. We need McDonald's workers. There are, believe it or not, people in McDonald's who are vegan, but they have no choice but to work there because they need money. They are still vegans though, because they are just doing their best. And as soon as they find other work, they'll take it. But until then, you got to eat, right? And this is not a vegan world yet. So we're all trying our best. And that vegan teacher, she's even put in her bio, she, her, because she wants to make it an inclusive environment. She wants people to know. She didn't do that because of all the morons that have called her a man and all this other stuff, just because they were trying to get a rise of it. It's not an insult to be called a man. I've been called a man. I've been called gay. These are things are not insults. It's not an insult. So we both try to be as inclusive as possible. And I'm in so much admiration of her. It needs to be said, and I need to say it really loud because there's not a lot of other people that are doing it. And I am looking forward to other activists stepping forward and supporting other activists. I have seen the ego firsthand within this movement. That vegan teacher, I can say with my hand on my heart and myself, we are not in it for the money. I make nothing from this. I've got a kid's book out, right? I've sold less than 100, and any profits that I've got, it's gone right back into getting more printed so I can give them out free to kids. I put it out as a free ebook because I just want the message out there. I just want the kids to be supported. And that vegan teacher is, I'm not even going to say just the same because she works way harder than me. I don't have the energy and the stamina of this woman. It's truly inspiring. Just see all the stuff she does, but be careful because there are people out there pretending to be her. They have taken her face, they have taken her videos, they have changed the words and they have edited them and they have put them out there just to stir the pot. They've taken a huge spoon and they are mixing, and all the vegans are allowing it to happen. Liberation will not happen without unification. We all need to stand together. This isn't having a go at anybody. This is begging you all to please unite so we can all be stronger, because this is about the animals. This is not about us. For me, it's about the kids too. I worry so much about the kids. So if I can help and collaborate with anybody, if you need anything from me, reach out and let me know. If you don't agree with something I'm doing, reach out and let me know. Don't make a video about it. I've worked for 3 years doing all this. Kadie's worked as long. We need it like we need a hole in the head. Which, hey, is probably coming soon because this is what happens. That's all I've got to say on this at the moment. I've nearly hit 20 minutes. I was going for 10 minutes. I'm new to all this. Well, I've been trying it for 3 years, but it's still a process. Anyway, enough of my excuses. I'm here to defend the animals and the kids. What are you here to do? Are you here for your ego? Are you here for a little back scratch? What is it you want? We want to help the animals and the kids. Take care, people. Just remember, love is the answer, and question everything.